long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket, there's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I don't trust the so what you mean? Woo! Hold up. Whoa. What you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, I ain't. And she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her soul. No, I said, what you mean? Whoa. I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As the season winds down, let's take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to play for between now and wildcard weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Jets going up against the Steelers.
Larry, despite the elements, these fans here in western Pennsylvania, they wouldn't dream of missing this one as you get a look inside snowy Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he finds Cook. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Again, here's Bernard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, Cousins. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now Bernard. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now they'll run it on the toss. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They run again with Foreman. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Here's Foreman. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run with Foreman, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. C.J. with a nifty move. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. It's 7-0 Steelers. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Play fake. Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And incomplete here on third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Again, it's Foreman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Carry for Foreman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now Foreman. And he's got room. On the toss, here's Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll give it here to his running back. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Handoff as they run the counter play. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A swing pass caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. For the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the late touchdown, and never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they try the right side here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. He can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. In motion is the tight end, Graham. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll go with Foreman. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there. In this game, so far, he's been denied.
Let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They run the counter now on first down. And some room to roam now. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for
counter
a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So it'll be first down here after the run. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Cousins now to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Second down following the incompletion. Off the play fake, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now a handoff here to his running back. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
4th down, Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff looking right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Cousins now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Cousins now on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Checking things elsewhere, 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. A run by Foreman to start the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because...
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A handoff as they run the counter play. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Bridgewater to throw it. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh 1st. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And now here's a carry heading left. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brad, they got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey.
To throw, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Cousins to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. To throw, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Dagger! Dagger! Sit! Blue 58! Blue 58!
Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go! Way 90! Way 90!
And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, there in the fourth quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Second down, Cousins. On the screen, Bernard. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Down right around the 25. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they try the right side here. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Now Cousins. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some time.